The M4 iMac is here and Apple is turning up the vibes with a fresh new color palette and that nano-texture goodness. Today we're unboxing, setting it up, and digging deep to find out if this really is worth the upgrade. Now right off the bat, the unboxing experience is, well, classic Apple. The iMac comes in some all new shades this year. I think they all look really good, although I am a little salty they moved away from the bold orange. This one's leaning more towards the peachy side, shout out to Sarah Dici. But hey, it's 2024, almost 2025. Maybe it's time I embrace the softer hues. Accessories are color matched, and finally Apple has completed the migration to USB-C for these. The keyboard, Magic Mouse, and Magic Trackpad for these iMacs are all color matched to the iMac colors that you choose. And the Lightning port has been swapped out for USB-C across the board. And yes, the Magic Mouse still has the charging port on the bottom, but that doesn't bother me at all since a 5-minute charge gives you 6 hours of battery life, and you get a heads up that battery is getting low several days before it dies. So just plug it in at the end of the day when you're done, and it'll last you for months. Now design-wise, Apple hasn't strayed at all from what's worked with previous M1 and M3 iMacs. It's still sleek, still impressively thin, and still gives you that all-in-one goodness. The screen size is still the same. 24 inches of 4.5K Retina quality display, which, I'll be honest, is fantastic for most day-to-day stuff, but creative professionals might still feel a little bit of screen space envy. Now going back to the colors, a lot of these got more bold, some of them lighter, but most of them bolder, and I'm personally team bold. But if you're after a more subtle aesthetic, there are some new colors here that might be right up your alley, like the orange and the pink. Now let's talk about this display. The nano texture option is back, and yes, I say back because it was available on the older Intel iMacs, which many people forgot about. But here on the 24-inch M4, it can be had for an extra $200, bringing reflections and glare to a bare minimum. This is perfect if you're working in a space with tons of natural light, right next to a window, for example. And personally, I've always been a fan of the standard glass, but this looks really, really good, to the point where I think I am a complete convert now. I'm definitely a convert on the MacBook Pro, which I did a video on a few days ago. I'll drop a link to that one here. The MacBook Pro with the nano texture display is fantastic. I cannot go back from that. But the iMac here as well just looks great too. Now with the new M4 iMac, we're talking about power, precision, and the ability to get things done fast and efficiently. But here's the thing, no matter how powerful your tech is, if you're running low on energy, that productivity can take a serious hit. And that's where Welltory, the sponsor of this video, comes in. Welltory is an AI-driven app that monitors your stress and energy using heart rate variability, giving you a real data-backed look at how your habits are impacting your productivity. You can measure it with just your phone camera or take it to the next level with a smartwatch like this Apple Watch. I've been using Welltory to track how my work and lifestyle choices affect my energy levels, and the data makes it easy to spot patterns. Check it out for yourself. Download Welltory with the link in the description and get 40% off an annual subscription. Big thank you to Welltory for sponsoring this video. Now in this iMac, obviously under the hood, we've got the M4 chip. It's built on the new 2nd Gen 3nm process, which means more efficiency and better performance. Apple says we're looking at 1.7 times faster performance compared to the M1 and 2.1 times faster GPU performance. But what does that mean in the real world? Editing in Final Cut is smooth. Scrubbing through the timeline, applying effects, it's all seamless. But let's be real, if you got an M3 iMac, this isn't really gonna blow your mind. It's iterative. Faster, yes, but maybe not game-changing unless you're really pushing your system daily. However, if you're coming from an M1 or Intel iMac, this is definitely worth considering. On the connectivity side, the iMac now offers Thunderbolt 4 on all the USB-C ports, which means you're getting blazing fast data transfers and support for up to 2 6K external displays. Plus, we've got Wi-Fi 6E and Bluetooth 5.3. Now, I would have personally loved to have seen Wi-Fi 7 here, like we have on the new iPhones, but unfortunately, we're still gonna have to wait for that to hit the iMac. The 4-port model is the one to get if you're all about connecting extra storage or expanding your workspace with multiple monitors. Honestly, if you're doing anything more than just basic day-to-day computing, I highly recommend you just go for the higher spec option. It'll save you some headaches down the road. Video calls on the M4 iMac are stellar thanks to the new 12-megapixel center stage camera, which tracks you as you move around, and Desk View lets you share what's on your desk with whoever you're talking to. It's perfect if you're showing off sketches or getting help with homework. Now, I imagine most people don't really use this feature. I may not even know it's there, but if you do, please let me know in the comments how you use it so I can get some inspiration. If video calls are important to you and you're still on an Intel iMac, this camera is a big upgrade from what you're used to. So is the M4 iMac worth it? If you're rocking an older Intel-based or M1 model, or you need that nano-textured display for your workspace, this is a solid choice. However, if you've got an M3, I'd say hold off unless you really need that extra performance boost. Overall, it comes down to what you value most. If aesthetics, new camera features, and a bit more speed mean the world to you, this is the one to look at. Otherwise, you might be better off waiting for a more substantial jump in the future. Now, let me know in the comments, are you team pastel or are you more about those bold colors like me? I'm genuinely curious what the people out there are thinking. Thanks for watching as always, guys. I appreciate your support. I'm Andrew Webbers, and I will catch you in the next video.